What's good? We're finally done. Just finished the last set of 400, so I'm on 400 now. Complete the 400 a day push-up thing. Basically, what I'm gonna go to do in this video, I'm gonna describe what I did, what I recommend, me actually showing evidence of me doing the push-ups, because I know some of you think I'm probably capping, and how I suggest you can go about doing this, and also a little bit of a thing that I realized while trying to do this 400 push-up thing. But yeah, one thing I kind of capped you a little bit, because I didn't just do 400 push-ups. I felt like if I did only 400 push-ups, then I'll become more chest dominant, and I think my proportions and the way my body looks will be a little bit weird, and I'm not trying to look a little bit weird. So I coupled my push-up with also workouts as well. So what I tried to do, I did 16 sets of 25, and then I did also like sometimes 10 to 12 sets of pull-ups or 10 to 12 sets of tricep dips as well, just to like balance out the actual body parts and the parts I'm training, because I don't want to just train one body part, because it's not ideal if you want to maintain an attractive or like aesthetically pleasing physique, if I'm making sense. I also did a little bit of running as well, because this month I kind of got into running a little bit, because I felt that something I'm not good at, I probably should try and improve, because my cardio is shocking, like it's been shocking since birth. So I was trying to change that this month or this last few months, so I did running as well. So that could have also impacted my physique, maybe because of the less calories I'm eating, because I didn't touch my diet at all. So that could have impacted my physique, because I would have lost a decent amount of calories from running over a month, I would say. But yeah, let's cue the montage.
As you can see, I am not dead.
Okay, so you've seen the montage now. I'm actually going to show the transformation. Basically, I went from this to this. I'll probably play the full video after this clip, but then I was quite surprised, because I didn't think there was going to be much of a difference between 1 month of training, because I feel like I've been training for such a long time that I wouldn't make that much progress in 1 month, and especially because the way I actually train is not optimal. So I was thinking the gains I would receive over the month wasn't going to be that substantial, but clearly I was proved wrong, which is quite a surprise. Another thing I want to talk about is the fact that I didn't get injured at all, which is one of the most like things I was looking at before I started. I thought, okay, day 14, my wrists are gonna go, but then I actually experienced a little bit of pain in my joints and my elbow. That's why, like in one of those clips, you saw like a bandage around my elbow, but then the day after it seemed to have disappeared. I low-key think my pain tolerance when it comes to stuff like that has gotten much better, because I kind of had no choice but to actually complete doing them. So I felt like my body just adapted to that. I did the Gogan style, man. Even though I was injured, I still wrapped it up and carried on. We love to see it. Okay, so you've seen the montage now. I've done 30 days of the push-ups. Let me go into the recommendations of what I would suggest you should do. Number one, the main problem with this kind of approach is the lack of progressive overload. Your body becomes used to the certain exercise after doing it over a period of time. This is what I felt after the second week. I felt that I got used to the 400 push-ups, and the gains I received from the first 2 weeks kind of slowed down. So it went like this, and the gradient began to get shallower. So I felt like my progress was less because I didn't progressively overload in my exercise. Progressively overload means that making the exercise more difficult. For example, trying a different variation of the exercise. For example, tricep push-ups, one-handed push-ups. You can also do incline push-ups, pike push-ups, shoulder handstand push-ups, all those kind of things. That's the kind of things I'll recommend doing to actually increase your progressive overload when you're trying to undertake this thing. Another thing I'd recommend is not doing just one exercise as well, and I kind of followed this, but using just one exercise will mainly make you more dominant in that exercise, so that body part will be more dominant compared to the rest of your body. So I suggest not just doing one exercise 400 times a day. I'll suggest spreading it out, so you could put 200 pull-ups a day. Actually, that's a bit much. 100 pull-ups a day, 200 push-ups a day, and then 100 like squats or something a day. That will be more beneficial because it could target more parts of your body, meaning that overall, over the time that you actually do the exercise, your physique will be more balanced and less one-dimensional, if I'm making sense. Progressive overload doesn't just mean change the exercises, you can also change the way you do them, because for example, the way I did them, I did 8 sets during the day, or like when I was like not in between lessons. Actually, I think I did a few during school. That was a bit weird, but usually during like when I'm completed a session of homework, I drop down and do 25, and then for I do 8 sets of that, and then I have a set workout in the evening where I do 8 sets straight coupled with another exercise, usually pull-ups or chin-ups for example, and then I do a proper like intense workout then. Another way to increase progressive overload is reducing the amount of sets you do during the day. So like you could do 6 sets during the day and then 10 sets in the evening of 25, meaning that you spend more time actually stressed, because if you actually do a workout, it's going to be more impactful than doing them separately, if I'm making sense. Another thing you can do is not increase the range of motion, but increase your time of attention. So what I try to do, because I have to do so many a day, by push-ups, I did it quite quickly. So what I suggest over time, maybe making the length at which you spend doing the push-ups a bit longer. So example, in my push-ups I took me like 1 second to do a push-up, maybe increase it to 2 seconds, or maybe hold at the top of the push-up to get that increased time of attention and then go back down. That's another thing I'll recommend to increase progressive overload. Okay, now that's basically the rundown of what I did and what things I recommend. I actually recommend this whole thing in general because it's kind of like a mental battle, I'd say, because you're dedicating yourself to something every day and it sharpens your discipline, and obviously increased discipline means increased gains over time. But another thing I realized is that instead of making this a challenge, I kind of had the mentality that I'd complete it before I started. So I'm like, okay, this month I'm going to do 400 push-ups a day, instead of saying, okay, this month I'm going to attempt 400 push-ups a day. That slight difference could actually mean you failing or achieving a certain task. I realized that afterwards, because as I was going through it, there was like kind of no option for failing, because I found time during the day, even when it was like 11 o'clock in the evening, I found the way to complete the 16 sets. If it didn't have to be a workout, I'll do them sporadically to actually complete the 16 sets of 25 that I have to do in a day to achieve the 400 goal. But yeah, that's something I would suggest trying to implement if you want to achieve a goal. Instead of saying that I'm going to attempt doing this, I would suggest that you say that I am going to do this and I am going to complete this, instead of saying that you will attempt it, because the word attempt means that there's a possibility for failure, and that's not what you want going around in your subconscious mind. I hope I'm making sense here. This might seem a bit like confusing to you, but I think if you apply, you understand what I mean. And it's just, it's something that you can't learn, you have to actually experience yourself. But yeah, also, what's the next month's exercise? I know the push-up arc, the flipping quarantine arc is coming to an end, and the gym arc is gonna come soon, but I'm gonna see if I can try and do something every month just to help my discipline, and hope so it does not slip over time. Maybe I'll do pull-ups, but Ramadan is coming up a bit soon as well, so that's gonna be a bit difficult to get all the reps in. Maybe I'll do a few amount of reps, but still amount that will actually challenge me. But yeah, if you have any other exercises that I should do, or any exercises that you want to partake in, just leave them in the comments below. Oh damn, I'm a bit tired. Okay, let me pause for a second. Leave it in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Push-up arc over, road to 200 and deadlifts coming up soon. We love to see it. I'm happy you've tuned into this video. I've just like finished now. I'm quite tired. It's gonna be kind of weird to have a rest day for the first time in like 40-50 days tomorrow. Trust me, I'm probably not gonna have a rest day. I have to run anyway, so yeah, that's not a rest day. We'll hold the rest day on for a longer period of time. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. 400 push-ups a day done. Yeah. Take care. Stay blessed. Do your push-ups. Peace.